Hey guys, welcome to Love, Life, and Politics, where I talk about love, life, and mostly politics. Per usual, links in the description below to all the people that I try to keep up with who give me lots of different perspective, as well as links to my subscribe star where you can go and help grow this channel financially. I'm trying to do more things, eventually get people on here, actually establish an actual podcast. Anything that you give will greatly be utilized to bettering this channel and growing it. 3 things I want to talk about today. Sports and their terrible declining ratings. The virus lockdown actually causing the life of young kids and babies and whatnot in other countries. And George Floyd's body cam being leaked. Body cam footage. Anyways, let's begin. First thing I want to talk about is sports suffering a major rating decline after the protests. So, if you guys have been living under a rock, let me give you the gist. So, essentially, NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, all these have essentially been put on hold because of the virus and whatnot. And this week, they essentially it's their first night out. Essentially, they're back. This is their comeback. And man, did they try their best to just, politicize it. Black Lives Matter stuff everywhere. I watch sports for sports stuff, not for you to shove down a political message. I'm not trying to tell you what platform to use, but I can guarantee you that you're going to continue to lose money when you try to force things down people. Listen. Our country is pretty split, and I can guarantee you that a good portion of your fan base is going to be pissed off that you have a movement that is clearly attacking white people and trying to blame current white people for what has happened 400 years ago. Is that even 400? Not even 400 years ago. A while back ago from Democrat white people. Yeah, I put Democrat in there because that's what they were. Anyways, we don't want to hear that trash. Not at all. Even the black people, like black people who actually are conscious, don't want to hear you lecturing us about what the state of our country is being and from your biased point of view. I bet more than 90% of you aren't even aware of how many black men died unarmed last year by cops. Got killed by cops. Guarantee it. I guarantee more than 90% of them don't know. They don't know what they're talking about. They're using this to try to score brownie points with the black community. I'm going to tell you right now, the black community is 13% of the population. You know what's the most significant? I think it's white people. I think they're either 67 or 70 something. 60 something. Man, I'm going to have to actually pull that up next time. But it's a significant majority of the population is white. And you think it's good for your cause, good for your movement, to essentially put a organization that, attacks white people on the daily, make white people feel like they need to be guilty for being white. Nah, you're going to lose your fans. And their ratings have shown, they're being beat by freaking Rachel Maddow. You hear me? Rachel Maddow is getting better ratings than them. Apparently golfing is getting better ratings than them right now. And I pray that it continues to go in that direction. These people are dumb, they're ignorant, and they're not aware of what is good business. What is good business? Providing for the maximum amount of your customers, making them happy, making your employees happy, and making the people who run it money. That's how you do it. Now, when you deliberately use tactics that will alienate a good portion of your customer base, you're dumb, you're stupid, you don't know business. Sorry. And please do not say that, it's because they're willing to sacrifice money for the movement and that's BS. Because they sure as heck don't care about what's going on in China. Man, they shut their mouth quick. Man, they threw up defense for China real quick. They care about the money. But clearly, they're very dumb, whoever is running it. And I hope that it's ran straight into the ground. I pray that other ventures, other sports leagues come up so that they can feel the burn of what happens when you politicize things that should not be politicized. You pick the one area that people try to try to escape all the craziness in the world and you inject that with the most polarizing things. You're idiots. You're dummies. And I pray that their ratings continue to drop and drop and drop and drop and drop and drop and drop. I'm sorry for the people who are going to be affected financially, even though it's a lot of money that those players are making. But, the other people who essentially keep that stuff up, the staff, the people recording stuff, all the other little people that go into making this league huge. Sucks for them. But everybody else taking that knee, wearing that Black Lives Matter, making it all about race, I'm sorry, bro. I want to see you get financially hurt. I want you to recognize, okay, there's a reaction to what you do, and you should probably think smarter about what you say, how you say it, where you deliver it, and how you deliver it. Anyways, that's happening in sports. I don't think sports is ever going to be the same again. And I feel like if they decide to go back to normalcy, that the fans that they were trying to appeal to are now going to be like, no, now you've clearly shown that you don't support us the same way. And then now you've alienated another one. You should have just stayed out of the alienation business. Too bad now you're in, and I hope that you suck for it. And then, next story. Virus lockdown has adverse reactions globally. Apparently, the UN has run the numbers, and about 10,000 kids die of starvation every month due to all of these economies shutting down over this virus. Yeah. You don't care about grandma. Maybe I care about the super poor kid in Africa that can't get nothing to eat and they're going to die of starvation. Yeah. There's some nuance to this. And you guys are just attacking anybody at all who gives you any type of statement, any kind of opinion, any kind of point of view that contradicts your own. And because of that, I would love to see conservatives. Man, it's tough because we need to be doing better, but at the same time, the problem with conservatives is we're spineless and we don't attack the way that they attack. We need to go on the offensive. We need to attack them with the same tools they attacked us with, and we're just smarter, so we'll just do it better. They keep on saying, yeah, you're killing grandma when you go out there and you work for your family and put food on the table instead of relying on the government to send you checks. You should turn that right back on them and tell them, wow, you really don't care about the poor kids in Africa that are dying every month, do you? Man, how elitist of you to think that kids in Africa are less important than us in the United States. That we should shut down our economy and let them die in the tens of thousands on a month-to-month basis. Throw it back in their face. These people don't understand how important it is for people to be at work stimulating everybody's economy. You're dumb. You're stupid. And I really do hope that we start getting things back to where they need to be, and that when that does happen, we're able to go out to these countries, and instead of doing what probably liberals are doing and just giving them stuff, we give them tools to help pull themselves out of poverty. But that's just an idea. That's just an idea. I'm sure somebody's doing it out there, but man, we love just giving them stuff. Donate money so we can get them shoes. How about we find a way to get these people to start building businesses that manufacture shoes for their own little economies, and then have those economies grow instead of trying to tell them, hey, by the way, we need to get rid of your ability to use fossil fuels, which has been essentially the biggest factor in our excelling and moving forward, not only as an economy, but as a species. Dumb idiots. Sorry, I'm going to be saying that a lot. Final thing I want to talk about is George Floyd. The officer's body cam was leaked, and man, they didn't want this to be leaked. Yeah, these guys are going to get off. This completely puts a completely different, I said completely twice. It puts a different, not even spin, puts a different perspective onto this story, onto this narrative. People were saying that he was resisting arrest. And he definitely was resisting the officers, not beating them and fighting them or whatnot. But the video shows how they were being kind, cordial, telling him to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again and over again. And then he's another important thing that was shown in the video is this fool was saying he couldn't breathe before he was even on the ground. Apparently 5 minutes, I've seen parts of it, 5 minutes before he even gets out of the car and he's on the ground. While he's in the car, he's saying he can't breathe. I'm sorry, but if a man is saying he can't breathe while he's chilling there with nobody on his neck, and then I put him on the ground and he's also continuing to say he can't breathe, I might be skeptical on the veracity of his statement that he can't breathe if he was saying he couldn't breathe while he was just sitting there with nobody touching him. And then another thing, he literally asked them to take him out of the car and put him on the ground, which is what the officer did. I am not giving this officer a scapegoat. He should be charged for negligence at the very least. He should have been, especially when he was unconscious, he should have been aware of that. 100%. But this video decisively shows that I can't see a racist act in this. If it was racist, man, he would have been on the ground in 30 seconds. Man, they were taking their time with him, telling him over and over. You think a racist person is going to tell you over and over and over and over again? He's going to entertain you not listening to their simple orders? A racist would do that. You guys are stupid. And not only that, you have now overcharged him. You have now put it into the public psyche that he deserves second-degree murder. And when that does not stick, because guarantee it's not going to stick, now there's going to be riots again, because now all these people that you've brainwashed into thinking this is how things should be, you're now showing that they're not happening the way they should be, and then it's going to give them more fuel to go out and burn. And man, it's disappointing to me that I know that I can tell the future, that it's so set in stone, the reactions of black people in this country, that I know that if this happens, there's going to be violence and riots in the streets. Is that not sad? That my group, or the group that I fall under, that we are so predictable, so unhinged, that I can say for almost a certainty that if this happens, there will be violence, riots, flames, deaths in the streets. Come on, I can't say that about any other group. No other group. It's disappointing, man. And then we make excuses whenever we do that. This is why liberals, they never stop being racist. Because you know that they have a very low standard of African Americans, that they make excuses for them acting belligerent, make excuses for them for acting savagely. Anybody else, they will be condemned. But they think so lowly of African Americans that they make excuses for it. Y'all want equality, but you guys are not treated equally. You guys are treated with kid gloves every time you throw a temper tantrum. And now, here's proof. There's been rioting for, what, is it 60 plus days now? Kid gloves. I guarantee you, if it was a group of white people doing this would be over. Black people are so privileged in this country, and the liberals got them so twisted in their mind that they're the ones that are underprivileged. We out here burning our own cities, our own towns. We need to re-examine who's really got our side. The person that is telling you that you can do anything you want in this country, regardless of what skin color you are, you can work hard and get where you need to go. Or the other person that says, oh, my whiteness is going to help you. My whiteness is going to donate to you because you can't do it on your own. Who's the racist? We need to change it up. 100%. I hope way more black people start waking up. Way more black people need to start waking up. They have you on a chain. They know exactly what is going to trigger you. And they want you to be triggered because guess what? They raise money off of that. And then they guarantee you going to vote for them again. And then repeat in 4 years. Rinse, wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. They ain't even putting food on it. They ain't doing nothing to the dishes. They just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And you guys keep on falling for the same trick over and over again. And I honestly do think black people are very prideful as a group. We will not, trust me, I'm like that too. If there's a way for me to not admit I'm wrong, which I'm working on, I will not admit I'm wrong. I'm definitely working on that. That's not a good attribute to have. And in certain places, pride is good. In certain places, it's not. And my gosh, they're exploiting that. You will not admit that what you've been voting for the past, you guys started voting like that in the 30s, in the past 90 years, has been hurting you since day one. You betrayed the party that freed you, and then continue to vote for the party that enslaved you, separated you, and then made you a slave to the welfare system. Come on. Floyd should not have died. Agreed. Autopsies show he might have died regardless of what that knee was doing. I can understand the argument that knee may have exacerbated the situation. The dude apparently had 3 different drugs in his system. 3 different drugs. And ain't no kid street drugs. Apparently cocaine, meth, fentanyl was one of them. Come on. And that's the one you want to put murals on. You're dumb. You jump to conclusions. And honestly, I've got to admit, I jumped to this conclusion too. Given the evidence that we were seeing, it looked that way. But we should wait for more evidence to come out before jumping to conclusions. I didn't do that. The whole country didn't do that. And I guarantee you they're going to make sure this video doesn't go out so the whole country doesn't realize that we were fools and we were played. Anyways, that's the 3 major things that happened this week. Appreciate you guys sticking to the very end. I hope that you continue to watch the videos, support the channel any way that you see fit. Like, share, subscribe. And I just hope you guys have a blessed one. Stay safe. Don't do riots. If there is a riot, dodge it. You heard? All right. Bye.